High political drama in the UK. British Prime Minister Theresa May is forming a minority government after an embarrassing election gamble that cost her Conservative Party its majority. May's Tories now have 318 seats. They lost 12. They're 8 short of the 326 seats required for a majority in Parliament. The rival Labour Party now has 261 seats after gaining 29. My next guest says Brexit will not be derailed as a result of this election, and Britain will keep calm and carry on. Joining us tonight, Director of the Heritage Foundation's Margaret Thatcher Center for Freedom, Nile Gardiner. Good to have you with us, Nile.
Great to be here, Lee.
This is really quite something. A snap election. Theresa May, the Prime Minister, obviously thinking she could gain leverage with increasing the majority to negotiate, among other things, the exit from the European Union. A bad calculation, and I love some of the explanations we're hearing. The death of populism in the UK, perhaps Europe itself, a rejection of the entire Conservative Party. What do you make of it? What do you think the reason for the loss?
That's an extremely good question, and Theresa May took a massive gamble in calling a snap early general election. That gamble did not pay off, but fortunately, though, the Conservatives are still in power. Theresa May is the Prime Minister for now, although there is mounting speculation in London that she may be replaced within the Conservative Party over the summer. And already a number of contenders are emerging potentially to take over from her. So the future is very uncertain for Theresa May. Without a doubt, I think that in terms of what went wrong, this wasn't a well-organized or run campaign by Theresa May. She shifted the Conservative Party towards the centre ground instead of remaining on the right. I think that was a mistake. A lot of Conservatives stayed at home rather than vote for her. She didn't focus enough on the Brexit issue, and of course Brexit is very, very popular in Great Britain. And only about a quarter of the British public now firmly oppose moving forward with the Brexit deal. But she didn't really focus on Brexit. I think there was too much of a focus upon her own personality as leader. She didn't chime well, I think, with a lot of ordinary British voters who viewed her as rather aloof. So a whole series of factors here. Plus, throw in the fact that the Labour Party, ran a ferocious campaign with Jeremy Corbyn as the leader, promising the earth to everybody, basically. And I think with younger voters, they bought into that.
Yeah, well, it's been a successful strategy for a long time, particularly for the left, of course. Corbyn, I mean, this is a figure who, having done so well, does he figure to be prominent in the UK policy making in the future?
Well, certainly the Labour Party did far better than expected. However, of course, the Conservatives are still the largest party. And so British voters did not choose to put the far left, Labour Party into power. But Jeremy Corbyn's own position as the leader of the Labour Party is certainly secure now. And his far left brand of, socialist leadership certainly is popular with a lot of younger voters.
Do we still call it? Do we still call what Jeremy Corbyn purports socialist? I mean, he's right on the knife's edge of being an outright Marxist.
Yeah.
He strikes many as a very dangerous character.
Yeah.
Especially to be so prominent in the leadership of what is a near majority party.
Yeah, I would describe actually Jeremy Corbyn as a very, very dangerous figure. I mean, he is in all essence really a Marxist. He's an admirer of Karl Marx, Hugo Chavez, Fidel Castro. He's an appeaser of terrorism. He supported the IRA in the past. He appeases Islamist terrorists. He's very, very bad news. The fact that Jeremy Corbyn is not the Prime Minister is a huge sigh of relief, I think, for the British people. But the Conservatives, they've got to get their act together. They have to really push forward policies that advance conservative ideas and principles, and they must press ahead with Brexit, which is the will of the British people.
Right. The UK caught in, I think it's fair to say, political turmoil and a vortex of powerful forces right now. It's going to be a fascinating story as the country comes to terms with all that is challenging our great ally. Nile Gardiner, as always, good to have you with us.